Hi, I'm Sean.
Okay, I'm reporting for the Great Debate Media Productions. We're talking about living in a changing world today. How do you think the world's changed in the last 5, 10 years for you?
Well, I just finished sixth form last year, and I've been unemployed for quite a few months, so it's been a bit of a change of like going to sixth form every day with just sitting at home and not doing much and looking for a job. So that's quite a big change.
And do you think unemployment is a subject matter that's important to young people?
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of people don't necessarily want to go to university; they want to go straight into a job, and there's not enough jobs, and it's pretty hard to find a job these days. I think so.
Is that what you were expecting when you left school? Did you expect to find yourself unemployed 6 months later?
Well, I was planning on going to university, but I'm going next year instead. So, I mean, I thought I'd find a part-time job to tide us over, but I didn't. So, not yet anyway.
And where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
Hopefully, finished university and making films. Hopefully.
And what gets you angry about today's world? Is there anything that sort of gets you waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning and looking at the telly?
Um, I suppose I could say the same as most people probably these days. Politicians taking liberties with their public money. I think that's probably quite annoying to me.
All right, thank you very much. Hello there, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Ake.
And you haven't got a British accent. Where are you from, Aki?
I'm from South Africa.
In South Africa.
Yes, in the Eastern Cape, Port Elizabeth.
And you're just visiting this country?
I'm here for training for 3 weeks at Swallows in Eastern Cape, actually northeast of England in the Eastern Cape Partnership. So we're here for workshops and film, dancing and music.
Okay, and what's it like being a young person growing up in South Africa today?
It's great. It's amazing because it's such a young country in democracy. A lot has changed from the time of our parents and to the time that we are in right now. It has its challenges. It has its challenges, but I think young people in South Africa are very much innovated. They determined. So it's just amazing.
So it's a really inspirational time to be in South Africa.
It is a really inspirational time to be in South Africa because we want change so much and we're doing so much as young people to make sure that change is there.
And what are the issues that really concern you? What are the things that make young people angry today in South Africa?
South Africa, first of all, is AIDS. It's we've got the highest statistics of AIDS in South Africa, and then secondly, that has been concerning right now is drought. We're not having any rain at all, and the livestock are dying. So that's another biggie at this point in time. Third one is education. Our education system is not as effective as we would like it to be. So that's really making a lot of South Africans angry.
And let's take the issue of drought at the moment. What do you think the government should be doing? What do you think young people and the population in general should be doing about this issue?
About these issues. There are some organizations in place, organizations about AIDS, and in the education sector, young people, we form these organizations, and then we go to libraries and we go to schools, and then we do workshops there, and then we workshop the teachers as well. And just these small organizations that are run by young people, and we get the funding from the government. And the government has innovated a new strategy on how to implement our education system because it hasn't been that effective. And in terms of AIDS, they have introduced your antiretrovirals, ARVs. They have introduced that, and all sorts of medication. Okay, prevention is cure, but they have introduced all sorts of medication to actually limit AIDS from spreading. And with our third issue, which is drought, we just have to use less water. We just have to be more careful with the water usage that we use, and that's basically the only way at this point in time that we can save water. But the government is working in finding tanks and storage water and delivering it to communities that are really suffering.
And how do you think, as a young person, young people should be responding to that particular issue? Do you think there's anything that young people can do, or do you think it's the government's duty?
I think it's everybody's duty. The government can't function without us. The government needs us as the body because he's the head. Now he needs us as the body to function. So we need to work hand in hand with him as the government. So we as young people should be helping the government, and I think we should follow the instructions that he's giving us, because he has studied, he has done research on how about to implement this process that he started. And without us, that's impossible. You know, we'll all end up dying because of the heat, basically.
Okay, thank you very much. Hi, what's your names?
I'm Dale.
I'm Mickey.
Hi Dale, hi Mickey. I'm reporting for the Great Debate Media Productions, and we're just asking people, what is it that you do? Are you at school, or are you at college, or do you work?
Sometimes at school and sometimes on courses with Spark.
What's Spark?
It's like a young event thing, like helps young people that struggling at school and that, like takes them out of school and puts them on different courses and that to try and make them change the behaviour in school and that.
And is that supposedly to help you once you've left school?
Yeah, like
finding a job?
try and get places in college and that, or in MPC, which is an army course.
And is that what you fancy doing?
That's what I'm on at the minute in McGill.
An NPC, did you say?
Yeah, it's like an army course in next to Fallon Bypass in Gateshead.
And does that enable you to join the army later in
Yeah.
life? And why do you want to join the army?
Well, I'm not too sure about joining it yet, but I've been interested in it, but it's just like different.
Is it the idea of fighting, or the idea of travelling the world, or
Most of my family's been in it, so
so it's a
carry on the
tradition?
reputation.
Right, okay, great. And if you were in the army, what are the issues that would make you want to go to war? What concerns you about the world today?
Just a hobby.
It's a hobby.
Job.
So if the army said they wanted you to go and invade Scotland, how would you feel about that?
So they're commanding it. I'm gonna have to do it.
So they command, so you would do it. Yeah. What makes you angry about living in Felon? Is there any issues that you feel frustrated about?
It's quite rough. There's quite a lot of trouble now. So you've got to like quite watch your back now in case out happens to you.
People wasting their lives on street corners.
So wasting their life just hanging around. Can you give us an example?
Just drinking on the streets
Drinking,
and
taking drugs and that.
And do you do that?
no.
I might drink now and then, but them take drugs and that, like,
So it's the idea that people are hanging around wasting their life.
because there's no else to do on the streets now, so
And what do you think should be done about that? How do you think the council or the government could help?
should try and get more funding and that to try and help the young people, like in youth clubs or something, to try and get them off the streets. So there'll be less crime and that.
And what do you think young people should do about it?
Them should do their part and all, them should try and stop the drinking and taking drugs, and teenagers should start looking for jobs and that if they're not at school.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Rafika.
And how old are you?
I'm currently 20 years old.
And why did you come to the UK?
Well, I came on a residency program, Swallows and the Eastern Cape in partnership. I came basically to come make some connections and to learn about the culture over here. Yeah.
And do you enjoy what you do?
Yeah, I do enjoy what I do. Filming and score for film is basically what I love doing.
And what do you hope to do with it
In
in 5 years?
5 years' time, well, I would like to have shot my own feature film or even do original score on any feature film. Yeah.
If you're done, say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This debate is about living in a changing world. Is there anything about the world you think needs to be changed?
I think the use of power could be used better, I suppose, in order to save energy.
Is there anything you think you could